Streamer getting his friend to impersonate a lawyer, yes, you heard that right, to intimidate and silence Nessie. Here's the full timeline.
Mind-blowing. Who remembers this video, folks? If you remember this one, we did it about a month ago where this streamer, PeachXO, she decided to call the cops in real life because she got killed in Ark Raiders. Yes, a video game. Well, it kind of being now that she's at the center of some more drama where technically she's not involved per se, but I thought we'd watch a video because it's absolutely insane with what is going on. So we're going to jump straight into this, guys.
Nessie Does is involved in more Ark Raiders streamer drama. This is who he ran into.
That's my friend. PeachXO, my friend.
This situation is somehow even crazier than the last one, with another false copy strike and the streamer getting his friend to impersonate a lawyer, yes, you heard that right, to intimidate and silence Nessie. Here's the full timeline.
Mind-blowing. Literally.
Hey guys, Nessie here. I was playing my favorite game, Ark Raiders, when I found this guy fighting a leaper. I didn't have any intentions of trolling until he randomly mentioned that he was streaming.
Dude, I'm streaming on Twitch. Say hello.
I realized that I can get a funny clip for a video if I play my cards right. That's when I got the item he wants. I proceed to lag out while he's asking for the item.
Oh, dude, he's fucked.
The pulse units! Please,
Help.
the pulse units!
While I'm lagging out, some random kids show up who recognize me.
Yo, Nessie, you like PeachXO?
Yeah?
Manhands thinks they are talking to him, but the kids ignore him. Yo, friendly, don't snitch, bro.
How do you like Peach?
Don't snitch.
Like a bitch. Peach seems like
That's
a
my
bitch.
friend. PeachXO, my friend.
Hey, sir! Hey, sir!
I'm Manhands.
From this point, the potential for a funny clip is pretty much ruined because of the kids recognizing me. So I say, everyone follow my lead, and... Hey, listen, fellas, listen.
Oh my fucking
Listen,
God.
I need you all to do me a favor. I need everyone to work together on this.
Okay.
Are we all ready?
Yeah.
Not me, bro, not me! Not me, not me!
So that was the entire encounter. He didn't seem upset afterwards.
Harmless. Again, a rat attack, but you know, if you're a streamer and you want to try and farm clips, it's one of the best things to do. Because like we talked about before, this is kind of the aim of the game, you know?
And even left a nice comment engaging with the video. Also, someone appears to have like-botted a hate comment, with it getting nearly 100 likes in only 1 hour when the previous top comment was sitting at around 70 in 2 days. Weird. But surely that won't be relevant later in the video. But then...
Copyright strike in, using
That's
it to
weird,
falsely do
right?
it.
He didn't seem bothered at all by the video 4 hours earlier when he left the comment, and his footage was only used for 145 seconds out of the over 18-minute long video, and was well and truly transformed enough to fall under fair use. Plus, the video didn't even make the guy look bad. Nessie put a disclaimer in the video and left a comment saying that the guy was chill. After looking into the guy, we discovered that he'd recently had his socials hacked, so we wondered if that could be the reason behind this weird strike. Nessie joined his Discord to reach out and DM'd Manhands to ask if he was still in control of the email that sent the strike. The next day, he replies and offers Nessie to join a call to discuss the situation with his team.
I need to check out now and see how much percentage this is. If it's 145 seconds out of an 18-minute and 20-second video, that's going to be like less than 13% or just over.
Quick disclaimer, this call is incredibly long and boring, so it has been heavily cut down. I've tried my best to keep both sides of the discussion fair. For full context, there will be a complete unedited version of the entire call linked in the description.
Hello. Nessie Does, are you there?
I sure am. How are you? Hello?
Hello.
This is Chris. He'll be observing and taking notes, mate.
When Nessie hovers over Siv's profile, he notices something interesting. His Discord bio says professional lawyer, legal counsel, document preparation. In this moment, Nessie thinks he's in the presence of a real lawyer.
So it's 13.8%. Yeah, that is a false copyright claim straight away. And YouTube will reinstate that video after 14 days once they look into it and see that, yeah, he's not in the entirety of the thing. That's what will happen there.
Which makes this situation a lot more serious.
Yep, gotcha. Are you guys just fine if I record this?
Yes, absolutely. I encourage that. Are you fine if I record the same?
Of course, yep.
Thank you so much. Okay, how can I help you, mate?
Well, I was going through your VOD and I saw a bunch of mention of you being hacked, your Discord being removed, and I don't know if you saw my DM or not, but I wanted to check if that email that I linked you was still controlled by you to make sure that the strike on my video did come from you.
It did, yes.
First of all, the strike, whether or not this was an intentional or unintentional, but you listed content found in the entire video. That automatically is just going to mean the strike will be removed in 14 days because, well, that's not the case.
There we go.
It was about, 13% of the video. I went through and had a look.
And how can I help you with that, mate?
Well, I would rather, instead of, kicking up a stink about it, would just, request that you take it down now, because otherwise if it takes the 14 days, your YouTube channel won't be able to strike videos anymore because of the false one on my channel.
I see. I'm unable to do that, mate. I'm unable to do that. I can explain why if you'd like.
I would really appreciate that.
Okay. So we met in Arc Raiders and we had a funny little encounter. It was harmless fun, Being ratted on in the game is part of the game, and that's what makes it such a fun game to play. Makes for great content. I reviewed the video and had a chuckle. It was funny. What concerned me about the video, and ultimately the reason why I had it taken down, is the ending of that encounter, whereby you asked if I was friends with Peach XO.
Did not happen. We saw at the very start of the video, the other people are saying, "Oh, Peach XO," and he's like, "That's my friend. That's my friend." It wasn't him. It was Nessie Does. So, if he's gone through that video and he's seen that, oh my god.
And of course, the thumbnail of the video is my face and likeness with the quotes, "I am Peach's friend." I was like, what does this mean? Why is this the title of the video? I then did my research, reviewed, previous videos that you had made about this individual, and decided that harassment campaigns, hate campaigns, bullying, making videos about other creators in a harmful light was not something I would ever tolerate, me being the face of.
So, first of all, he's saying that, but it was actually Peach XO who did the harassing and everything, the hate campaigns and everything. She got all her people who were watching her to mass flag the one guy we're watching here now, and also Nessie Does on like Sea of Thieves and all these other games. So you didn't want to be a part of that sort of thing. But the problem with all of that is this guy decided, you know what? I don't want to be a part of that. Okay, maybe he should have just sent a message, DM quick, change this, change this, change this. Okay, but fine. But to get your friend to impersonate a lawyer, which actually in Australia can actually be sentenced in prison to up to 2 years and a hefty fine, because obviously you are doing something that you're not allowed to, you're breaking the law. And also, which is the funniest thing, you didn't want drama and all this kind of stuff, but you decided to do this, which created a whole bunch of drama anyway. Worse than what happened there. People, man. I'm telling you.
I don't pertain to know the ins and outs about what happened with yourself and this Peach XO, who is a streamer that I have been raided by once, who I follow and who follows me, and that really is the beginning and end of our relationship on Twitch.
So why did you say, "That's my friend"? That's my friend.
After having reviewed several videos and seen the kind of content that you make, it was not something I wanted to be a part of at all, whether I really know this person or not. My content, the community that I run, the way I make my living is, the whole point of it is love, friendship, support, and lifting each other up. To have my face.
So why are you saying why did you get your friend to impersonate a lawyer, commit a crime? Yeah, we're going to do this to you. We're going to sue you. We're going to make sure you sign all these restraining orders. Man hands, you seem to be well, basically just like a little bitch now. That's what you seem to be. Just because you got ratted on, which you said, oh yes, it was fun, we had a laugh, we had a chuckling game, blah, blah, blah. And this happens. Dude, you've created drama over nothing.
It's used in relation to a hate campaign that has nothing to do with me in an effort to somehow smear my reputation.
His main point is that he doesn't want to be associated with the Peach drama. I see his point. It's a very reasonable complaint, but it is something that could have been resolved by simply contacting Nessie instead of immediately taking it to the max by copy striking him. He mentions that he's received hate since Nessie's video was released, which as of uploading this video, he still hasn't provided any proof of. It clearly wasn't Nessie's intention to smear his reputation, and any reasonable viewer who watches the video would see him as a normal, respectable guy.
Have you noticed that? A lot of people who say that they're getting hate, they're getting all this horrible stuff thrown at them, they never actually provide the proof of it happening. They never do. And it's not just with this sort of stuff, but literally we have seen other things in real life where real bad occurrences are happening. I'm getting hate, I'm doing this, everyone's doing this. Well, have you got any evidence? No. So we can't just automatically believe you.
Especially with Nessie's 4 disclaimers, one before and after the encounter, in the description, and even in the comments section, which is above and beyond what is required. There's always going to be freaks on the internet, and that's no reason to prevent Nessie from uploading his video. Anyway, the call goes on for some time, and they finally come to an agreement. They will remove the strike if Nessie changes the thumbnail and title. That seems pretty fair. So all is well, right? But first, why don't we investigate this supposed lawyer? Alright, welcome everybody to the fast-paced part of the video. I'm Thebsot, and I'm joined by my co-host, Nessie Does.
Hello.
That's Nessie Does. Alright, now we're going to be diving into who is Severus.
Wow.
AI-generated profile picture. That's a good start. People like that.
It's a really cool pirate. I fuck with it.
It's a really cool picture. 10,000 followers on Twitch.
How did he get them all in one day?
He's quite big in the streaming game. I'll give him that.
Cool.
Almost 20k followers on Twitter with 7 posts.
Man, we've found ourselves a micro internet celebrity.
We have a
he's pretty
botter.
major looking to me. Very dedicated fan base.
I forgot about this when half the bots die and then come back together.
No, the viewers
This
just
is even
really
worse.
hated what was happening at 2 hours, and then by 3 hours, it was all good again. So
It's cool how he's sitting on 350 viewers, but he's gaining and losing one. By the way, you guys can't see, but that's one follower gained and lost at every interval there. 350
That's
average
cool.
viewers.
Anyway,
and
yeah,
he's gained
so
7 followers.
minutes into the live stream, all of his viewers are there. They're so dedicated. And then, there's this little dip. And then, this is
Wow.
what normal graphs look like for reference. So if
If you're
anyone,
not view botting.
if anyone isn't familiar with what's going on here, this man is absolutely botting everything. I think the only social I found that he hasn't botted was his YouTube, which is about 15 years old. So yeah, this guy's just absolutely AI chud maxing. But anyway, let's have a look at his other accolades. He's a professional lawyer. Look at that in his Discord. Professional lawyer, legal counsel, document preparation.
I just want to say in the first call that I had with these two guys, this guy was there really just to quickly cite Australian law to me and sit quiet. My main conversation was with Manhand, so it really appeared to me that this guy could be legit. Why would anyone in this circumstance lie about having a lawyer friend? It's not the most
Exactly. Everything that this guy has done is absolutely just insane.
unlikely thing in the world. I trusted it. I had no reason to doubt it. I took it at face value, and it was kind of crazy that this guy, we'll see in a second what he did.
Anyway, so since the first call, he updated his Discord, the speech bubble thing here, to https signalsouthlegal.com. What is this, you might ask? Based in Adelaide. Primarily deals with copyright and trademarks. Not a single lawyer's information on the website. Has a very real phone number.
Yeah, nice. I was going to do it too.
It's fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Come
I
on.
didn't even realize that. Oh my god. Also, after looking over this website one more time, We've discovered an insight that he's got. Suggested future topics. This is ChatGPT telling him what widgets to add to the website next. Copyright
Pretty
versus
silly
trademark.
stuff.
Which protection do you need? What counts as fair dealing in Australia? You fucking goober. And one more
What
thing.
an idiot.
Let's have a look at the domain information. Shout out Sergiols from fakehams.com for telling us about this. That's weird.
Oh,
That registered date. That looks an awful lot like the date right now, while we're recording this. Oh wait, no, it's 12:15 now. Anyway, you get the idea. The website was made today. That's today's date. And the registrant is Chris. We've been talking to a Chris.
but
Why is it in
that's
the
strange.
US?
This guy isn't from Adelaide in Australia.
Yeah,
He's from the United States of America.
that's
What?
weird. So it seems like our good friend Chris, the lawyer, has made his entire law firm today.
And luckily for our good friend Manhands, our mutual friend Manhands, Chris decided to take an interest in copyright law.
That's so good. And also,
How
like,
lucky for Manhands.
specifically mention, like, copyright fair trading or whatever it was. Not fair trading. Fair dealing or something. Anyway, so that's all Chris has done, right? But wait a minute.
Sorry about that. Something went around and my PC just decided to freeze. So let's get back.
That's
What?
weird. So it seems like our good friend Chris, the lawyer, has made his entire law firm today.
And luckily for our good friend Manhands, our mutual friend Manhands, Chris decided to take an interest in copyright law.
That's so good. And also,
How
like,
lucky for Manhands.
specifically mention, like, copyright fair trading or whatever it was. Not fair trading. Fair dealing or something. Anyway, so that's all Chris has done, right? But wait a minute. Do you remember this? This YouTube comment that I mentioned at the
Bots.
start of the video. Guy would snipe his
Oh
own
my
nan for a
God.
sniff of relevance. 96 likes in 1 hour.
But Theb, that's the same AI profile picture.
What's that profile
And that's
picture?
Civ.
And name?
It's Civ.
It's the same.
Thing is with that, and I'm pretty sure as well, because we did it on a stream once, we were looking at how much like these bots sort of things are. They're not exactly just like cheap sort of thing. This is how I don't understand them, I really don't.
Same
lawyer.
guy. It's the same fucking guy. So this is quite normal conduct for a practicing lawyer, I believe. This is how they behave on the internet, like by botting everything and lying to people.
He botted likes on a YouTube comment. Like, isn't that?
Yeah, let's go
That's
back to
sad.
that. This guy wanted Nessie to be like, oh, people don't like my video so bad that he botted likes on a fucking comment. Anyway, that's who Civ is. Now, let's move on to the second call.
Hello, welcome back.
Okay, so I've changed the thumbnail. I just wanted to like show you while I had the whole thing open, if it's chill, and then is that Civ in the call still?
Yes, it is,
Sorry,
yes.
I forgot your name. But
Chris.
It's
Chris. Yep. Sorry, my bad. Because yeah, I can't remember. It's not fair use, but it's fair trading, which you told me about, and I had no
Yes.
knowledge of, and you're obviously the expert. So I looked into it, and yeah, I understand. Why you were.
It's a very
signing
common
up
thing.
today.
A lot of creators, because YouTube is a US platform,
Yeah.
the laws and policies they enforce are only enforceable in the US, and every country has their own laws.
Anyway, this is what I've.
Yeah, so it's
got
a
here.
common thing.
I've just look. This is all that remains of you, sir. This little hand pointing up.
Very good.
Is that acceptable? Just this little pointy finger up there.
Yes,
The
that is,
streamer face has
yeah.
been culled and gotten rid of. The title was just going to be like Arc Raiders, but every game is fun. I'd get it to you in writing exactly because I'll do another A/B test with 3 similar titles, but nothing to do with Peach, nothing to do with you, because at the end of the day, like the clip where you and I ran into each other was my least favorite in the video because there were 3 clips, and I liked the other 2. Excuse me, I liked the other 2 more, but I chucked the streamer one at the start because streamer videos get clicks, right? Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
why I put
I
it in.
thought it was hilarious.
It was too, and look, I know, like, you thought they were calling out to you because they were, like, saying a name, and I even included that in the video, I said, like, it was just a confusing situation, it was fair enough that you got confused, they all like recognized me from a video, and then they're calling out Nessie, but you obviously haven't paid attention to my name in the moment. So do you think they're trying to, reach out to you, whatever? I just wanted to say while I'm here, and again, I said my sorries at the start. But Civ, do you have any advice going forward? Because it's not often I talk to someone with experience in this, and it is a big part of my planned future content in OC. In OC, I run into streamers all the time. They usually have TTV in their username, or, in your case, Manhands, you mentioned to me you were streaming. That's how I, found, oh, okay, cool. I might do a trick. You might notice from the...
I'm going to pause it by there, because now, why do I feel like he's going to be smirking? Because Nessie is asking for advice from this lawyer, which at this moment in time, it seems to be that Nessie doesn't even know that is a faker guy. Let's keep watching him, shall we?
Video, I was just, helping you with the Leaper stuff, because why not? I love helping people in Ark. It's awesome, but when I make a video, it's got, more of a trolling aspect to it. Anyway, sorry, so Civ, the question to you is, because my plan in the future is to I want to make these videos, I want to include reactions from streamers, or, little bits in here and that, because that, like, really helps with engagement, swapping between camera angles, and here's a person, and here's a funny thing I did, and here's their perspective. Like, do you just have any advice? Like, I know Manhead said reach out to the streamer first. That's a courtesy thing, but...
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly the answer. If you reach out to them, if you can show them a preview of the video, even just in-game, if you've killed them, they're down. Be like, hey man, I make YouTube videos. Can you be in it? Like, can this be in it? If they say yes, you have that recorded. That's enough. That no one can then come and be like, hey, they use this without my permission.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I make YouTube videos. I'll tag you in the description. So it's not like I'm just going to use this. It's I'm going to share this.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm happy we were able to group back on better terms, and
yeah. So obviously you've showed us the the thumbnail's gone, the face is gone.
Mm-hmm.
The video title is going to be changed, and
which I'll send to you,
description
if before I do anything. Yep.
For sure.
So the
Just how slimy must you be to pretend you're a lawyer? It's
description, I'm not sure if the description contains any references or anything. We want that changed too if it does.
Do you want it in there, or do you not want any mention?
No mention.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because sometimes I'll include credit, and then sometimes if they don't want it, then obviously I'd not need it.
So like Matt said, we're fine with the video footage. Without the negative implications from the title and the association, the video's fine.
Yep.
No harm done. Matt probably would have commented, laughed at it, shared it on his stream probably.
Yeah, because it was just, a tiny little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it was just the situation it was presented in that caused it to become an issue.
I understand. Then obviously I have a tweet up. Is that what you're about to bring up?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so obviously there's nothing standing once the copy strike's removed, so I'll get rid of that, right? Because it's I delete tweets every single day, and if it's something that doesn't exist anymore, it's not relevant. I'm not going to leave it on the internet. Thank you guys. I
we do have one more. We have one more thing.
Yeah.
Would you be open to a written and verbal agreement?
Fuck no.
To not involve or use Manhands' content or image or brand in future content, and to not continue to post about him or involve him in any drama that doesn't involve him.
Yeah, as long as it's you, Civ, sending it to me and I can read it through.
God, no. You know what? Like we were saying about slimy, you gotta be to do this, but then to do something like this? Oh my God. Now I can see why people have gone over to him to hate on him. And it's like, mate, you've literally done this. You literally filed fake things. You actually got a fake legal document. I'm gonna have a signature. He's gonna write this to me. Nah. No.
And understand, like, everything.
Yeah, it'll just be a PDF basically outlining exactly that.
All right.
And then I can just email it to you.
Nah,
sign it and
no
email
chance.
it back. That's enough.
Would you like me to
Australia
DM you
does allow.
my email address?
Yeah, I think we already have that on our file, anyways.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to say thanks to both of you how you handled it. Thank you, Civ, for just informing me on how
I wonder what he just typed. I wonder if it was like lol, something like that.
the system works.
No problem, because we work with creators a lot,
Yeah.
and you can tell when it's intentional and when it's innocent.
Wait, who's we? Is
So
that
we don't-
both
we
of
don't-
you, or
we
is that
don't
just
wanna-
like you and your team, Civ?
I know Matt personally, but I represent him here.
That's not what he asked.
So, but there are 3 content copyright specialists at our firm.
Oh, so you actually do like specialize in copyright, like law.
Yeah, like
okay.
copyright, trademarks, infringement,
Slimy
and,
piece of shit.
and more recently going into like content creator copyright as well,
Yeah.
which obviously has a lot of issues.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate that, guys, and I will. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Perfect.
Yeah,
As soon as we get that that agreement signed, the copyright strike will be gone.
Easy. Oh yeah, and then Civ's gonna. Sorry, Civ. What's your name again? Sorry, bro. I'm so bad with
Chris.
names. Chris. Yeah, you just send that to me. Whatever you want. Manhands, can I still just DM you like the title, whatever I decide on?
For
Because
sure.
I haven't thought about it.
For
All right,
sure.
sweet,
For sure.
cool. Agreement, titles done.
And again, going forward, he's not opposed to collaboration. He loves to play up. He loves ratting.
I wouldn't want to cooperate or, go with him again. Nah. If I saw him or knew he was in the game, I would actively try and get more clips now. I would. That's just me. Because doing something like this is absolutely disgusting. It really is. You are literally making a guy, like say Nessie didn't even know if he was a lawyer or not. But when you're there, oh yes, my friend, he's a lawyer, I special, blah, 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 blah. Just put, Nessie could be like, oh my God, I could get sued because of this, And people who do that, they're a special type of scum. They really are.
People.
That's awesome.
Maybe the two of you team up and rat people, and you both get good content out of it.
I can tell you guys are genuine and just kind people. Like you said, your community is built on that. So,
Bunch of liars.
easy. So I'm
Perfect.
maybe in the future we'll talk about it. I'm happy that we moved on positively from this. All right.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
Have a great day, you two. Bye bye.
You too, buddy.
Thank you.
So, Severus is done, right? We've got a ton of evidence proving he's lying about just about everything,
Specialist at our firm.
Oh,
and committed what I believe to be a pretty serious offense where he lives. If any experts
is.
watching this video actually know anything about this, feel free to let me know. But wait, he's got one more trick. Why would he randomly mention that he's finished up all of his caseload paperwork prep in Manhands' chat? Unless he really was a lawyer. Fuck! Our whole operation is ruined. After seeing that, my friends and I looked through all of his message history in Manhands' chat, which is publicly accessible by the way. And shockingly, today is the first time he's ever mentioned anything related to that. Weird. There was some other stuff though. Anyway, why don't we take a look at this document they want Nessie to sign. Alright everybody, welcome to the legal document, the Signal and South, very real legal document. I'm joined by Nessie Does again.
hello guys. I'm Nessie Does again.
Let's have a look through these very reasonable terms.
All right. Purpose and operative effects. Blah 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 blah. Basically, this thing exists so I, Nessie Does, cannot target Manhands on social media in any way. That is my interpretation of what that clause means.
Yeah, so we're pretty much just going to do a little summary of each one because there's a lot of yap. Anyway,
There is a lot.
number 2, you cannot use any of his content, likeness, name, or whatever, so he can't upload anything of Manhands in future.
I can't tweet about my video getting taken down because that's got to do with Manhands' likeness because he was the one who took it down. So I guess if I was to tweet, hey, my video is still copy struck and that's bullshit, I would have to say by an anonymous streamer or not mention that.
Yeah.
Again, if I signed this.
So the agreement for this document was Nessie signs this and he gets his video back up. And then they just
that was their terms.
they immediately contradict that. So does this one say unless with consent?
No, the next one does.
No, so this one just says you are
Oh
outright
my
not allowed
God.
to use his likeness at all.
Yeah.
Which is what you were going to do immediately after signing this,
Dude,
which is what they told you to do.
How many fucking commas are in this shit, bro? Holy.
I don't know, dude. Anyway, let's have a look at number 3.
Can't collaborate unless he offers to collaborate with me or gives consent. Okay, so again, like number 2, don't use any of his content or likeness. This is kind of like, don't interact with him unless he gives prior consent.
I wonder what they would consider interacting with him. Like, if you
Going into Twitch
fought
chat,
him,
I would assume.
like if you fought him in Ark.
If I killed him in Ark, maybe talking to him in game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even killing him in game.
Jesus.
If this really is written, and again, I'm no legal expert at all, but to me, this is written like it's trying to be like a restraining order. It's trying to be a restraining
It's sort
order,
of chat
but
GPT.
online. Don't go near me online unless I say so. Which is funny because today, while they're expecting me to sign this and hand them back today, he asked me today to play Ark Raiders with him. What?
I mean, hey, that's written consent, so you're allowed to do it. Number 2 says you're not, but number 3 says you can. So, hey, you're all good then. Anyway, number 4, no future targeting, posting, or drama association. So this is like pretty much exactly what his complaint was about, that he was associated with Peach. But I mean, all the paragraph is pretty much...
This point is like similar to number 2. It's like, don't talk about me.
It's just the same thing again,
me.
other than like the drama association in the title. Removing of existing material. So after Nessie signs this document, which they have told him, after you sign this, we'll put your video back up, he's got to delete his video. Again, number 2 already told him to do that.
Which I guess could be circumvented if they gave me written consent of like leaving my video back up, or I guess if they removed the copy strike. I don't know, it's so strange, right? It really sets it up so they could remove the copy strike and then get me in trouble with this document.
Yeah, like this one doesn't say with consent of the fucking, what's the word?
No, it just says remove existing material, which at this point is a video, which is, fair use, and I should be allowed to have up, and it's a tweet complaining about my video being taken down for a bullshit strike.
Anyway, number 6.
Written and verbal undertaking.
This one pretty much says that this document is the final say on everything.
Well, he's already got it written there, It's like, oh, do you want to play games and do you want to do this? Yeah, we'll be fine. But this is so ratty, innit? It's sly and just a bunch of snakes.
So nothing that they say, no oral statements or limits replaces weakens
no
or varies
previous
this
verbal
deed.
agreements hold anymore, which is basically saying, yes, they agreed to leave my video back up, but this document is the final word on it. Nothing else matters. They could go back to point 5 and take my video down.
Yeah.
And I can't even do anything because again, if I signed this, it would have been, I've agreed to remove my right to having that video up.
Yeah. So hypothetically, Nessie signs this and they can take his video down again and silence him. And then we'll get to how bad they can silence him later in this. So anyway, no circumvention. Just don't
break the rules.
Don't break the rules, guys. Follow the rules. All right, number 8.
Okay, number 8 is my least favorite on here. He wants me to sign an acknowledgement that he's been harassed, even though he told me that he's been harassed in VC. I asked for immediate proof. He didn't give me any. Then in DMs, I give him another opportunity to provide me proof of this harassment, which he left me on red. He didn't fucking answer it. He's messaged me since about something else, but he...
Right, so with that there, with him asking him, can I have a list of the people, and he's just read it and left it, straight away you know that the guy's talking through his ass. Oh my god, people, I'm telling you. Just a bunch of snakes, and they...
doesn't provide me any proof that he has received harassment, but I'm meant to sign an acknowledgement that he has? Like, what?
And now, possibly the craziest one on this so far, number 9. I'll get you to read that.
Yeah. Again, I'm no legal professional, right? But this is what happens if I break this agreement, right? And this bit's crazy, and this is, again, my interpretation.
God!
Breach of this deed may cause harm that is not adequately compensatable by damages alone. To me, that reads as if money alone isn't enough to fix the damages I've caused if I break this. So they're going to take my soul.
Yeah.
The line is so confusing to me. Does it mean that,
I mean, down the bottom here, it does say executed as dead. So they're going to kill you, allegedly. That was a joke.
And then, I don't know.
Number 10 is just, we're in South Australia, which is not, because we know this guy's from Arizona. All right. So that was the document. It's quite normal. It's quite real. Also, I put it into an AI detection thing that my good friend Massive Sponge told me was good, and it said it was 100% AI. I know lawyer term or lawyer speak is already quite robotic, but, given this guy's track record, I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway, that's the document. The next day, Manhand sends Nessie a DM on Discord. Hi mate, I'm ready when you are to remove the strike against your video. I'm not sure exactly how to do it though, so if you wouldn't mind jumping in a VC and walking me through it, I'd appreciate that. I've had some curious characters come into my stream again today, also commenting on my wedding video and DMing me on Instagram. It is an extremely uncomfortable position to be put in, so I'd prefer to handle this now and put it behind us. Once again, he hasn't provided any proof of this so-called harassment, and regardless, it is well out of Nessie's control, even if these people are coming from his viewer base to begin with. He also complains about the extremely uncomfortable position he's been put in. You know what I'd consider an extremely uncomfortable position? Being forced to sign a borderline restraining order over a YouTube video dispute just to get the video back.
The worst thing about all of this is, as well, is that with this manhand saying about, oh, of all these people coming in, okay, first of all, show us. You know, you need the proof. This day and age, you need the proof, because otherwise, we're going to see things that happen that, you know, people are being falsely accused because people just decided, oh, you know what, I don't like that person, I'm going to get him sent away. Which we've covered plenty of times on this channel. But seeing this, and with them saying about, oh, we don't want this, or we've got uncomfortable things going on, because what did he say? He's been put in an extremely uncomfortable position. Manhands, you're the one who put yourself in this position. You're the one who said, and sat with your friend, let's pretend you're a lawyer. You decided to send a fake restraining order, basically, to say, you can't do this unless I got written permission, that basically, if anything comes out, you're going to pay me. What kind of sick, twisted person are you? Really? Because if you're saying that it's an uncomfortable position, this, that, and the other, then no, sorry. You should have thought of that before you decided to get a fake lawyer involved, which, as you know, in Australia, if he is from Australia, this is this AI dude, you can go to prison up to 2 years. And it's an unlimited fine because you were pretending to be a lawyer. Someone with actual law experience will probably watch this and go, yeah, it's actually going to be a lot worse than what we've probably thought. But yeah, it's absolutely insane to see that this guy thought doing this was going to be fine.
And a borderline restraining order over a YouTube video dispute just to get the video back. Anyway, Nessie replies, "Heyo, I decided to do a counterclaim instead, so don't worry about it."
Real.
Manhands then replies, "I'm sorry to hear that after how well we ended things yesterday. Is there a reason for the change of heart?" 22 minutes later, after likely realizing that Nessie won't be signing his bullshit deed of undertaking, he sends another message. "As a gesture of goodwill, so you don't have to wait the 2 weeks, I've removed the strike for you."
I thought he didn't know how to do it.
Oh, so he's come around, right? He's finally made the right decision. But that's only the first line of the message. "I'm sorry you weren't willing to sign the written agreement, but we do still have a verbal agreement in place from our second call that you won't involve me in any further content, and you'll remove the tweet and edit the thumbnail and title, which we discussed in
bud.
BC. Regardless of if this verbal agreement has any legitimacy, Nessie did not once verbally agree to their
It doesn't.
terms. You can watch the entire call I have linked in the description if you want to confirm this. The only thing he said he would do is change the thumbnail and title and maybe remove that tweet after his video comes back up if he hypothetically signed the deed, which he did not. Manhand says he decided to remove the strike under a, quote, gesture of goodwill, which I believe is completely dishonest and simply a last-ditch effort to keep Nessie silent, which unfortunately will not be happening. One final disclaimer. Do not go and harass or even interact with anyone mentioned in this video. It only helps them and reflects poorly on me and Nessie. Even simply going into their chat to ask about my video is frowned upon, so behave yourselves. And one final message to Arc Raiders streamers. Be normal! Don't abuse YouTube copyright! It never ends well. Especially in this situation, Manhands didn't even look bad at all before doing any of this. That's all.
Exactly.
See ya. Also, literally right as I've finished editing this video, Civ has just changed his Discord bio to make it seem more like a joke.
So, professional lawyer, legal counsel, document preparation, professional pilot, professional British man, professional driver, forklift. Oh my god.
But it's a little bit too late, isn't it, bud?
Absolutely insane. And there's one thing as well, so let's give that a like. Let's have a look. What we got? Oh. the bright-minded Civ has decided to change the Signal South illegal website into an IP grabber. Wow. Wow. So so first of all, Manhands just seems to be a little bit of a little girl because of this. He's caused everything. And seeing that his friend has changed the website into an IP grabber. Yeah, don't visit the website. That is absolutely disgusting. Wow. Literally, man, I don't understand these people. You know, we've been on streaming for a while, you know, for, well, bloody hell, what are we now? 2026. Well, we've been doing it for like nearly 6-7 years ourselves. And we've had a few people like this, but come on. Seeing this is absolutely insane. But guys, let us know what you think about this down below. You know, where the hell does Nessie, you know, where does he find these players? He keeps running into them, though. And it seems to be that a lot of players he comes into, basically, they don't want to be made a joke of. But again, you're online. It's what it is. But if you get killed in a video game, don't go calling police. Don't go and get your friends to pretend they're a lawyer, because they can go to jail for up to 2 to 3 years. Come on. But guys, let us know down below what you think about this. Like and subscribe. As usual, my name is Dan. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.